What's the creepiest, scariest thing you've accidentally found on the internet? I was on Reddit sometime last fall-winter and I stumbled upon a link to a website that was a map of the world with clickable areas. When cities were clicked on, it opened up a window displaying somebody's webcam. Only it didn't appear they were aware of it. I clicked on a few to see what it was all about, and there were just people watching TV with their webcam broadcasting their living room activities over the internet. One was a baby sleeping in a crib. Most were empty rooms. It was super creepy. I tried looking for the post to link it, but I didn't find it immediately, and I don't really feel like searching for it. The club fire where all these people are trapped inside. You can hear them screaming for help as they burn to death. I think Great White was playing, and a pyrotechnic caught the stage on fire. The vid is on YouTube somewhere. It's horrific. The way the video gets quieter as it goes on. The burning people crawling out of the building, still on fire. It really changes your perspective on tragedies of that scale. It's eerie how the video starts in the club too. You see so many people's last calm moments. That video of the dude putting a glass jar up his ass and it shattering, then watching him pull the shards out while blood pours from the gaping wound. Oh my God. When I was younger, I would frequent steakandcheese.com and rotten.com and just go through and see the darker side of the world. Yes, everything on those sites was fucked up, but the worst was an album on rotten.com titled Dead Blonde. The first picture showed a naked corpse on a table as if she were about to be embalmed. Her skin was green and her hair was yellow. Bright colors for a dead lady. Anyway, I went to the next picture, and it was taken at an angle where it looked like she was looking at the camera. It was so fucking scary to see these dead eyes staring into my soul. I couldn't sleep for a few days after that. A couple years ago, I stumbled on a site that had about an hour of audio of Jim Jones cajoling his Jonestown followers to commit suicide. The whole time there's this weird music playing in the background and you can hear babies and children crying. Totally creepy and morbid. I heard about it around Halloween last year. It was a screen with a lollipop on it. I clicked it and it made me allow access to my Facebook. I allowed it and it took me to a video. The video started as a creepy, shaky guy sitting in a chair next to his computer, typing away. Then it lets me look at the screen, and what do I see? My Facebook account. Meh, okay, but then the guy started going through my pictures, my statuses, my messages. He kept acting weirder and weirder. Then he drives with my profile picture taped to the dashboard of his truck. He gets out, and then it says that my cousin is next. And I swear I saw my street sign in the background. Okay, it's not the scariest thing, but it's the first thing that came to mind. Once I was browsing through Reddit. I don't remember exactly what subreddit I was on or what thread, but I remember someone leaving a link to a website. Nothing else was said in the comment. I clicked on it, and when I did, my screen became staticky, and it said it's too late in black text. Then it showed my IP. Immediately after this, my browser crashed. There was a really gross picture of an old woman at a club with her skirt pulled up and a guy behind her digging in up through what I can only assume was a cobweb-strewn path. To this day, I swear the guy looks exactly like my uncle. I can't even look at the picture again, because I don't want my fears to be confirmed. He's a really cool guy, and I can't imagine him doing something like that, especially in public. I once stumbled across a video of a guy died down getting his head cut off on gore. The guy was praying while it was happening, and the sound of his throat was horrifying. The mental image of the man who beheaded the guy holding his severed head by its hair still haunts me to this day. I have no idea why I watched that video to the end. Those videos where it says, "Watch closely and don't take your eyes off of this object," and then a scary thing pops up. This is why I have trust issues. Look up the hidden wiki, and then realize there is legitimate child porn and rape and torture content all over the deep web. Fucking terrifying. They have live cams too. I couldn't sleep for a month after a little browsing. Occasionally I've Googled usernames I have for Minecraft or Steam, and one time one of the results was my username typed into an IP tracing website. Sent shivers down my spine that I caused someone to have such contempt for me that they wanted to know where I lived. Someone posted on Reddit a photograph of a naked dead 14-year-old girl in the morgue. I hope whoever took that photo is spending a long time in a jail cell. A friend asked me to watch a video to support the anti-fur campaign. I thought it would be propaganda plus paint thrown on models, the usual. Nope, opens with a dog having its fur ripped off while still alive, then a close-up of its shaking, dying, skinless face. It was highly effective in me supporting the anti-fur campaign, but also in never talking to that friend again and never sharing the video further. I wouldn't wish that video on anyone. There are ways to raise awareness, and that isn't it. A gore manga known as My-chan's Daily Life. A newborn baby gets fucked and then thrown into a blender. Harmlessly browsing Encyclopedia Dramatica and stumbling upon the offended page. Never again. One day, when I was like 12 or some shit, I was trolling the Meebo chat rooms. If you don't remember what Meebo is, it was an instant messaging website that you could use to talk to people on AIM. Now, I clicked on one, and this video popped up. This was not just some porn or an ad for something, no, this was something far more sinister. What popped up was a video called Genitals vs. Hatchet. The title pretty much says it all. It was two pairs of men's genitals trying valiantly to not be hacked off by their owners wielding hatchets. They did not succeed. In the early days of the internet, I would frequent consumptionjunction.com for my fix of extreme shit. The worst thing I ever saw on there, and I'm certain it was real, was an old black and white film. The camera is about 20 to 30 feet away from a naked woman in a sitting position tied to a big tree. It is definitely a secluded country setting. There is an old man with a branding iron in a flame. He walks up to her and brands her clit while she squirms. I'll never forget the sounds of her screams. A long gif of a magician and wife pair doing a trick. You know the sawing the lady in half trick? They were doing that, wife laying down in the box with head at one end and feet out other. Husband turns on the chainsaw for show, wife starts screaming and bouncing. Husband magician thinks it's all show. Unknowing to him, the wife is trying to tell him she isn't in the right position. At her neck there's a steel bar to protect. She couldn't get the bar in the right position. Husband magician saws at her neck. Wife instantly stops thrashing around. Crowd screams. Husband throws open the box and witnesses his dead wife. He just stood there, watching and struck with absolute horror. The raw emotion in his face had me in tears. Thank you for watching this video to the end. In the comments below the video, write what horror you've stumbled upon on the internet. And also be sure to subscribe to our channel to not miss new super interesting videos, and I advise you to watch our other videos.